Welcome back. Today, we're taking a personal look into Palestinian culture. Beyond politics and headlines, we'll explore 15 customs and taboos that might surprise you, revealing the unwritten rules that shape daily life. This isn't about judgment, but curiosity and connection. Some of these will challenge your assumptions, so grab some sage tea and join me. Let's dive in. At many Palestinian gatherings, you'll notice a clear division, men on one side, women on the other. This isn't just a fleeting custom, it's a deeply rooted tradition that shapes the social fabric of Palestinian life, whether you're at a wedding, a family reunion, or even a community festival. This separation is almost always present, and it's one of the first things visitors tend to notice. This isn't enforced by law, but by tradition, especially at weddings and big family events. The practice is passed down through generations, and for many, it's simply the way things have always been done. It's a reflection of values that prioritize family honor, respect, and a sense of belonging within the community. The separation is seen as a sign of respect and modesty, creating spaces where women can relax without the male gaze. In these women-only areas, there's often a sense of freedom and camaraderie, laughter, singing, and dancing that might not happen in mixed company. It's a space where women can truly be themselves, away from societal expectations. Challenging this norm, like a couple sitting together, can draw disapproval. Elders and more traditional family members may see it as disrespectful or even as a threat to the social order. The reactions can range from subtle glances to open criticism, reminding everyone of the boundaries that exist. Even in public spaces, you might find separate waiting areas for men and women. This extends beyond private events and into daily life, at bus stations, clinics, and sometimes even restaurants. It's a quiet but constant reminder of the cultural norms that guide interactions between men and women. Younger generations in cities are starting to blur these lines, but traditions still hold strong in many places. In urban centers, you'll see more mixed-gender gatherings, especially among students and young professionals. Social media and global influences are slowly changing attitudes, but the pace of change varies widely between cities and rural areas. It's not about being unfriendly. It's about upholding a social order that's lasted generations. For many, these customs are a source of pride and identity, connecting them to their ancestors and to a shared sense of history. The simple act of choosing where to sit can be a statement. It's a small decision that carries weight, signaling respect for tradition, or sometimes a quiet push for change. Guests often pause, scanning the room to make sure they're following the unspoken rules. This custom is about respect, identity, and the unspoken rules that bind the community. It's a way of maintaining harmony, ensuring that everyone feels comfortable and that social expectations are met. These invisible boundaries are rarely discussed openly, but everyone knows where they are. For outsiders, it's a reminder that social harmony often outweighs individual preference. It can feel unfamiliar, even restrictive, but it's important to remember that these customs are rooted in a desire to protect and honor the group as a whole. So, if you're ever at a Palestinian event, don't be surprised by the invisible line. It's a window into the culture's values. Observing these traditions is a way to show respect for your hosts and to better understand the community you're visiting. And remember, sometimes the real party is on the women's side. The energy, the music, and the laughter can be infectious. And it's often where the most memorable moments happen. It's a fascinating dance between tradition and change, a living example of how culture adapts, yet holds on to what matters most. The evil eye, al-Ain al-Hasud, is everywhere in Palestine. It's the belief that envy, even unintentional, can bring bad luck. Protection comes in the form of blue Nazar amulets and the phrase mashallah when complimenting someone. Forgetting to say it can cause real anxiety. Both Muslims and Christians share this superstition, using prayers and rituals to ward off harm. People may avoid sharing good news too widely, fearing envy. So, if you see a cute baby, remember, mashallah. Public displays of affection, like holding hands, hugging, or even a gentle touch on the arm, are rarely seen on the streets of Palestine. Kissing in public, even for married couples, is considered highly inappropriate and is generally frowned upon by society. These gestures are viewed as deeply personal, meant to be shared only in private, away from the eyes of the community. If a couple does show overt affection in public, it can quickly attract stares, whispers, or even direct disapproval from bystanders. This is because Palestinian culture places a strong emphasis on modesty, respect, and maintaining harmony within the community. For visitors from countries where public affection is common, this cultural norm can come as a real surprise, sometimes even leading to awkward moments. But it's a powerful reminder that the boundaries between public and private life are drawn differently here, shaped by tradition and collective values. In public, romance is expressed through subtle gestures, a shy smile, a discreet glance, proving that love can be just as meaningful, even when it's unspoken. Always eat with your right hand in Palestine. The left hand is considered unclean, a tradition rooted in old hygiene practices. Even today, using your left hand at the table is frowned upon. Left-handed people adapt, and children are gently corrected from a young age. If you're invited to dinner, remember, right hand only, and you'll fit right in. Mental health is a major taboo in Palestine. Admitting to depression or anxiety is often seen as weakness or a lack of faith. Seeking professional help is rare, due to fear of stigma and shame. Problems are kept within the family, and faith is expected to be the solution. Change is happening slowly, especially among youth, but silence still prevails. It's a hidden struggle, shaped by cultural expectations of resilience. Divorce carries a heavy stigma, especially for women. A divorced woman may face gossip, social isolation, and difficulty remarrying. The family's honor is seen as damaged, and blame often falls on the woman. Many stay in unhappy marriages to avoid shame. Attitudes are shifting in some circles, but the taboo remains strong in traditional communities. Divorce isn't just a legal matter, it's a social event with lasting consequences. The pressure to preserve family reputation is immense. In Palestinian weddings, the groom's entrance is nothing short of spectacular. The zafeh, a raucous and vibrant musical procession, marks his arrival and sets the tone for the entire celebration. Drummers, musicians, and singers lead the way, filling the air with infectious rhythms and excitement. The groom is surrounded by friends and family, all eager to celebrate this important moment. Friends and relatives join in, dancing the dabke, singing traditional songs, and sometimes even hoisting the groom onto their shoulders in a joyful display. The energy is contagious, and everyone is swept up in the festivities. The atmosphere is loud, physical, and full of energy, a public show of support, pride, and unity. It's a moment when the entire community comes together to honor the groom and his family. Unique traditions often accompany the zafa, such as ceremonial shaves for the groom or friends dousing him with fragrant cologne, symbolizing a fresh start and good fortune. For outsiders, the sheer volume and exuberance can be overwhelming, but for Palestinians, these moments are absolutely essential, a cherished part of their cultural identity. The zafa is about more than just celebration. It's about community, masculinity, and marking the beginning of a new chapter in the groom's life. There's truly no better way to kick off a Palestinian wedding than with noise, music, and the brotherly love of friends and family. Alcohol is a sensitive subject in Palestine. Most Palestinians are Muslim, and drinking is forbidden in Islam. Alcohol is only available in certain cities or tourist spots, and drinking is discreet. Social life revolves around coffee, tea, and food, not alcohol. Offering alcohol to someone who doesn't drink is disrespectful. It's a dry culture, but far from dull. Interfaith marriage is a major taboo. Religion is deeply tied to identity, and marrying outside the faith can mean family and community rejection. Muslim women cannot marry non-Muslim men unless they convert. Christian families also pressure members to marry within the faith. Couples who cross this line risk social exile. The question of children's faith adds more tension. While some defy the odds, most face heartbreaking choices. Love often collides with tradition and community survival. Whistling at night is a big superstition in Palestine. It's believed to attract evil spirits or jinns. Even modern families will shush a nighttime whistle. The belief is a cultural reflex, rooted in old fears of the night. So, if you're out after dark, don't whistle. Talking about sex is almost unheard of in Palestinian families. Sex education is minimal, and the topic is shrouded in shame. The silence extends into marriage, making open discussion difficult. Modesty and privacy are valued above all. Efforts to improve sexual health education face resistance. The result, a culture of silence around a fundamental part of life. Hospitality is sacred in Palestine. Refusing food or drink is a major insult. It's seen as rejecting your host's generosity. The ritual of offering and politely refusing is expected, but you must eventually accept. Even if you're full, take a sip or a bite. Refusal can shame the host and damage their honor. For Westerners, this can be overwhelming, but it's a beautiful sign of welcome. So, show up hungry. You will be fed. Tattoos are a major taboo in Palestine, seen as defacing the body God gave you. Visible tattoos can lead to judgment, especially for women. They're associated with rebellion or immorality, despite a history of tribal tattoos among Bedouin women. Today, tattoos are mostly frowned upon, especially in traditional circles. Some young people embrace them, but face strong disapproval. Body art is still a bold statement against cultural norms. Clothing is a statement, especially for women. Modesty is expected, covering arms, legs, and often hair. Dressing immodestly can lead to gossip, shaming, or even harassment. Family honor is tied to how women dress. For some, modesty is empowering. For others, it's restrictive. Every outfit is a negotiation between self-expression and social expectation. Respect for elders is absolute in Palestine. Openly disagreeing with or correcting an elder is deeply shameful. Elders' words are law, and disagreement is handled indirectly. This preserves family harmony, but can stifle open dialogue. Younger people may find it frustrating, but elders are honored and cared for. It's a value that shapes every interaction. That's a glimpse into the unwritten rules of Palestinian culture. These traditions reveal a society built on community, respect, and history. I hope this journey offered new insights and challenged your assumptions. Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation respectful. Stay curious, and thanks for watching.